is, Ray. What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night.
Patty.
Try to take over the world.
Hi everybody, welcome to episode 8 of Being Tim Campbell. And I promise you something a little different every once in a while. This week we are going to do some cooking because I love plantains, and I promised on Facebook that I would show everybody how to do plantains the way I do. It's super simple because I'm not a cook, and so we're gonna show you guys how to do that. We're gonna have a little jerk chicken along with it, and stay tuned at the end because we're going to have a live video of the Tropical Attitudes Band playing plantains over at Tin Cannon Brewery. Speaking of Tin Cannon, we're going to be there again on the 20th, I believe, the 22nd. Patty just reminded me. We'll be there this Saturday at Tin Cannon Brewery. We're going to have a real good time. We're going to have a special guest drummer there, Jimmy Carroll. He's going to be joining us while our drummer is vacationing down in the warmer climes of Florida. So we look forward to having him back, but for this show we are going to have Jimmy Carroll. Now, first thing we're going to do is talk about other shows too. Music on the Bay is coming up. Oh, so excited about that. I'm going to be opening up with the first day, the opening day on Wednesday. We're going to be there from 2 to 4. Hopefully we'll start a little early, but I'll be there. I'm going to do some songs, playing with Chuck Freeman and the band Tropics. So that's going to be a good time, and I hope to see you guys there. I hope you guys like it, but for this episode, I got a new apron. And I'm also rocking, of course, the Saltwater Playground gear. Don't forget to go check them out, especially heading on to Music on the Bay. You can get some nice stuff. Gonna be out in the sunshine, living that salt life, so get some Saltwater Playground gear for heading on over there. Want to talk about, we're gonna have rice with our chicken, and Patty's gonna have jerk shrimp tonight. I'm gonna make some of that afterwards. But I love the Mahatma Jasmine Thai fragrant long grain rice. This is my favorite. It seems to go good with everything we have it with. So I'm going to cook it in the rice cooker over here. This is another thing, like the Ninja Foodie. The rice cooker was one of the best things we ever got. So you just put it in there, follow the directions for how much water and rice to put in there, and then just click it down, and when it's done, it'll just pop back up and go into keep it warm mode, and you have good rice every time. Solid. All right, let's talk about what we're here for, and that is plantains. So we're gonna cook it in our cast iron skillet. Love this thing. I don't know how old this is, but you can have a cast iron skillet from 200 years ago and it'll still cook just as good as any non-stick pan that I have. When we do our plantains, we like the Goya Maduros. I don't know what Maduro means, but it means perfect size to me. And so we're gonna fix these up and get them in the pan. You're gonna think I'm cheating because I'm not cutting up my own plantains, but I never said I was a cook. I just love my plantains. And they come in this little tray. And we need to separate them. A lot of times they'll be frozen, so we're gonna get in there and just separate them. Get them in the pan. We're also gonna need 3 tablespoons of butter, and we're gonna sprinkle some brown sugar in there. It's gonna get a nice glaze on it. Absolutely delicious. We're gonna get the chicken started, get the marinade in there. And my favorite marinade is this Tropical Pepper Company Island Jerk Seasoning. Maybe I'll put a link to that if I can. Hopefully you can see that. And in my opinion, for jerk seasoning to be correct, it needs to look like chewed up wet grass. So if it looks like chewed up grass, then that's good jerk seasoning to me. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe how good it smells. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on the chicken. Let it sit there for a little bit. We're gonna use the Ninja Foodie air fryer to cook our chicken. I can't say enough good things about the Ninja Foodie. So right now, I'm gonna put this on the chicken. We'll get it all mixed up and we'll get it into the fryer. All right, this is the Island Jerk Seasoning I was talking about. So we're just gonna put plenty of that on here because I like it to heat it up a little bit. Put like half a jar of this in there with the chicken. And then what we'll do is we'll use this fork to kind of move it around so I don't get it all over my hands. I'm trying to be nice and neat and not get salmonella because coronavirus is bad enough. I don't want salmonella to go with it. So just trying to mix all this in. It ain't working. So just mix that up. Get it all over there. I may even put some more on it once I get it into the air fryer. Or scoop this other stuff back on it. Just get it covered. A lot of times I like to let it marinate for a while. For like, an hour or so in the refrigerator. But tonight we're just gonna go ahead, put it right into the air fryer. and we'll be good to go. So come on over here, I'll show you the Ninja Foodie. Okay. We've got our chicken, it's all good to go, slathered in jerk seasoning, because like I say, we want it to burn. So we'll go over here to the Ninja Foodie. I'm just going to put it down in here, and we're going to use the air crisp setting today, so which is absolutely fantastic with chicken and anything. It gives it a nice juicy on the inside, crispy on the outside kind of thing going on. So can't say enough good things about the Ninja Foodie. Love, it's quick, it's easy, cleanup is easy. I like to take all this extra jerk seasoning and make sure you get it on top of that. Oh man, I can smell it. It smells so good. I used to cook in the oven, and I would cook it in the oven like, I think it was 375 for 30 minutes. In here, what we're going to do is we're just going to close it up. Air crisp, it's already on 390, so we're going to do 390 for 21 minutes. And then we'll check it out, see what the temps are, and then it'll most likely be good to go. So we're going to go ahead and start that before we start our plantains. All right, we got a little fire going under our cast iron. We're going to let that heat up a little bit. I have my 3 tablespoons of butter over here. I'm going to put 1 in there to kind of get the pan prepped, and then we'll put in our plantains. I'm going to have my lovely assistant Patty come in here and help me out because she's the cook. She's the one that taught me how to do this last week actually, so I'm going to let her help me out. She's got her rocking her saltwater playground here. So what do we do now? We're going to get this in here.
Put your butter in the pan.
Butter up my pan. She's also my graphics designer. I know she's not looking at you, but I'm forcing her to be on camera today.
I'm meant to be behind the camera.
This is under duress. So, but I know people don't want to watch me for however many minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, however long these videos go. Today may be a little long, especially since we're putting the video on the end, but hey, you're learning something new. I'm no Trisha Yearwood in the kitchen either, but we're going to go ahead and put these in there since our first tablespoon of butter has melted. We'll move that around a little bit. Patty's going to yell at me for not having a glove on because I'm always burning myself when I'm doing stuff. There we go.
I should get the burn cream ready.
Yeah, we always have aloe close by, or that silver, whatever that silver stuff is. So my tongs, the spring is broke on my tongs. I ordered new ones hoping it would be ready for the show, but it's not. They didn't arrive, so we wanted to go ahead and get this done. So you put them in there, break them up, and I'm going to get the brown sugar in there as quickly as possible. Go ahead and get that glaze going. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate. Yeah, I know, I'm sticking my hand in a hot pan, but I gotta do it.
No, you don't.
I need a fork.
They will break up.
I need a fork. Need a fork. Fork.
That's all you.
They aren't breaking up. These two aren't. Thank you.
No reason to.
My lovely assistant's giving me a fork. So there we go. We got them all separated. They're heating up. Turn the heat down just a little bit. Well, we're going to sprinkle some brown sugar in there. Brown sugar! And this is what's going to give it that super nice glaze. What do you think, Patty? A little more, a little less?
More.
More? Tell me to stop. Tell me when to stop. Sugar.
Good.
All right. So there we go. The brown sugar's in, just regular, whatever the cheapest brown sugar we can find is what we buy. So, everything's started. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the butter in there. Let that mix in with the sugar and the plantains. Let's check them on the other side. Yeah, look at that. Starting to get that nice brown glaze on them. Oh, that is so good. Try not to go too far, try not to go too early, not too late, but yeah, just give them one flip in the pan. I like to move them around and let them all kind of get the heat in the middle of the pan. But that's all there is to it. They're looking really good in here right now, and they smell fantastic. Music on the Bay is coming up, so this week's How You Doing from Tony and I. I'm gonna go out to Miss Ileana Diaz. George, don't get mad at me. Don't beat me up on the beach or jump me and beat me up in the parking lot there at Whiskey Joe's. So this week's How You Doing from Tony and I goes out to Ileana Diaz. Ileana, how you doing?
Yeah.
All right, we're getting a little help in the kitchen right now from my boy Tony. He's such a sweetheart. He's the one that's always trying to pull my pants down. So we're getting plenty of help here in the kitchen today. All right, buddy. Yeah. Now, the other thing that'll help you in the kitchen, at least when you're me in the kitchen, is burn gel. This is the #1 thing to have around when I'm cooking, because I always manage, if there's a hot or a sharp object, I'm gonna find it in the worst possible way. So this is actually the Walgreens brand of burn gel, but always keep it handy, at least if you're Tim Campbell, because like Mr. Lynn says, it's tough being Tim Campbell. Now everything's cooking, the rice is going, plantains are sitting there starting to caramelize, and we got 10 minutes left on our chicken, so can't wait till we get done. The rice is popped. It's alright that that's the first thing done because it can sit there and it'll keep it warm until we're ready to eat it. Next thing we want to do, we got like almost 4 minutes still left on this. Smells fantastic coming out of here. The fan on the top just blows the smell around the house. It's awesome. Plantains are cooking and Patty's going to start her shrimp. Come on in here, Miss Patty. She doesn't want to be in here, but she's having shrimp while I'm having chicken. She's not a big chicken thigh fan. So she just pops them in the pan, you know, covers them in that same jerk chicken sauce, pops them in the pan. You know, shrimp don't take very long, so she'll have that ready for us, or for her, while I do the chicken. I do love jerk shrimp though, so looking forward to summertime when you can do all this on the grill. I know some people are dedicated and they'll go out there, but not me. Not me.
Not me either.
So while she gets her shrimp done, we will look at the plantains. Rotate them on the heat. Oops, I'm making a mess. That's all right.
Look at that mess. Look at that mess.
Oh yeah.
Clean that up.
Turn up the heat a little bit, get a little more of that glaze on there. Everything will be timed pretty good. We got 2 minutes. Patty will come over here. We'll take a look at this chicken. Show you guys how awesome it is. I haven't checked it yet myself, but you can see, look at that. Absolutely perfect. It smells amazing. Crispy on the outside. Guarantee it'll be juicy on the inside. Plantains are looking good. We turned the heat off. They're just kind of sitting there soaking up more goodness in the frying pan. And our jasmine rice is absolutely perfect as well. So looking forward to putting this meal together, and we'll show you what it looks like all plated up. All right, and what you're left with at the end is here's the chicken. We got some plantains, 2 jerk chicken thighs on there on a nice little bed of rice. It's all gonna be amazing. I wish you could smell it. I wish we had smell cameras out there right now, but that's what it looks like. And Patty, with her, she doesn't eat any more than a bird eats, but here she is with some shrimp and plantains as well. So you can do jerk shrimp, jerk chicken, whatever you wanna do. Love the way it turns out. Hope this helps you out. It's quick, it's easy. Another good thing about the Ninja Foodie is that after you cook jerk chicken, there's the crunchies that stick to the bottom of the thing and they're all over the thing. I'll peel those off and eat them as a little snack later. I know that might be gross to some people, but the little crunchies that are in there of jerk stuff are super good. So, right now, I hope you enjoy the live version of Plantains from the Tropical Attitudes Band, so stick around. And we will see you on the next episode of Being Tim Campbell. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but it's always a fun exploration for me as well. Don't forget to check out saltwaterplayground.com as well, and get all your good saltwater playground gear. We'll see you later.
Preparations there. Yeah, every driver has their own little nuances of what they like to do with their routine. You saw Joe Nadano and how he likes to take that foot protection and keep his foot from getting too hot on the full board. For Harvick getting wired up. And pole sitter Ricky Stenhouse, what a story. He drives for a family race team, Jody and Tad Geschecter. partnered with NBA legend Brad Daugherty in the 47 and the 37, released by Roush Fenway Racing at the end of last year. When he came to this team, he brought crew chief Brian Patty and
tell him I'm gonna
Mike
eat 'em all.
Kelly with him. And wow, they came here at Daytona. They had speed.
Looks like a banana, but it's not the same. Plantain tastes really great. Mix a banana seed and lane. Plantain. She's your life, she's your life, she's your life. Plantain. If you wanna get in that Caribbean mood, plantain. It comes in a peel and it looks real crude, plantain. They taste nice with beans and rice, plantain. It's about this point when I started to run out of things to say about plantains. So I had to Google it so I could finish the song. This is what I learned. Here's a cool fact, they'll clear your urinary tract, plantain. They go ran with chicken, fish or steak, plantain. Chips fried on the side, plantain. Chips fried on the side. Plantains! The song that should never have been written.